It's here. Right. For example, how do I flip to that? Unless it's a PowerPoint. Oh no, I'm sorry. Cannot. Okay, good, no problem. Go back to this. The links are there, you can have a look. You can design a car. The Oscar project. A bunch of people got together and said, let's design a car. And Mercedes went and attacked them in the media, saying you can't do a car like this because you don't have a factory, you don't have all this. But now they're beginning to accept, probably it's a beginning of a new revolution in how you can create products. A product design, redesignme.org. You can design consumer products. Free, I mean, not really free. What happens is, how it works, I wish I could show you the website, but how it works is, I want to design a new headphones, or I want to design a new something for my home, okay? I'm the client, and I go to the website and I say, this is my concept. I put my brief, and then I say, I'm willing to pay $1,000 only for that idea. Then about 4,000 designers from around the world, in their spare time, top quality designers, they design their concepts and put it up on the website. It's like an auction. And I go there and say, concept number 28, I love it. So here you go, take the money, and I take the design, right? And architectural design is moving there. And graphic identity, t-shirt, and all this stuff, crowdspring.com, all these guys are here in this book, right? And 99design.com. I mean, large companies are sourcing their corporate identity, logo design, and you know what? The company owner of CrowdSpring, he says, even a grandmom who's never gone to a design school, if she knows how to use a computer, she can participate. So you have a degree, I mean, not you, maybe a designer has a degree from the Royal, whatever, College of Art or whatever, big university, is being hit by a grandmom who's never gone to school. This is a new revolution, and that's really threatening design. And also, the way you see design is changing. In the 80s, we used to call them customers. So if you're sitting on the top and you're selling it to them, you sell your custom to them. They're your customers. And then we say, okay, they consume our products. Then they say, oh, they are users. And now we call them co-creators. So the attitude is changing. Companies are changing the way they look at these people who buy your products. You're not pushing, but you are collaborating with them to create new products. Right. Now, this is a little bit of a fun exercise. If you can go to that little sheet which is in your kit. I want you to spend a few minutes, well, you can also do it at home later, but understand what a traditional company is versus what a design-full company is, a creative company. A creative company which can produce a good products for the creative economy, right? Number one aspect is a siloed company versus a collaborative. Siloed departments, you're in your little wall, you know, I don't look outside this. Number two, traditional company, product focused or consumer focused. Traditional company, me too. They make something, I copy that, make it blue, green, yellow, and put it in the market. Me too. But designful company, unique, really new, unique products. Traditional short-term versus long-term. Top-down decisions. Now, unless the boss tells me, I will not do it. But a designful company, I use my head also. Of course, the boss's order is important because he's leading the company. But I have to use my head. And sometimes I go back to the boss and say, hey, you know what? You're saying this, but maybe that's not the right thing. Maybe you could do this. So if the boss understands critical thinking, and he says, yeah, cool, it's a good idea. But that's a designful company. A traditional company is role-oriented. I am a designer, I will only design. I'm an accounts guy, I will only do accounts. Designful company, I have an idea, so I will do it. You know, it's interesting. Traditional company avoids uncertainty. They don't like uncertainty. They're scared. Oh, I don't understand. Cannot. Can do versus cannot do. brands are managed inside a traditional company, whereas they're outsourced. Like, for example, Apple manages the brand, but its production is outsourced. So are many companies. They kind of outsource. Design as a veneer, design as an afterthought, whereas design from day one. So, I mean, I will do a little fun exercise. This is just to demonstrate how you go about doing it. And I'm going to analyze TCDC, right? This is my perception. I may be wrong. I'm putting my hat out there. If you like it, good. Don't like it, still good. Okay, it's a siloed company, 6. Collaborative. This is a marking out of 10. So you got to associate marks, right? It's product focused, consumer. It's very heavily consumer focused. Our customers, the people, the Thai society, whatever. Me too, a little bit, but unique offering, huge amounts. The exhibitions we do and all that is really international quality. This is probably one of the best centers in the world, and produces really high quality stuff. We don't realize because we're sitting inside here, but then people from outside, they come and they say, we don't have it. Finland doesn't have it, and many countries don't have it. But we're still a baby. You know, I mean, many centers are 10, 20, 40 years old. We're just 4.5 years old. So we're still a baby. We're still learning to crawl a little bit. So we're here. Short-term focus. For whatever reasons, we are only looking at 6 months from now or 8 months from now. We don't have a 5, 10, or 20-year plan. For whatever the reasons are. Top-down. Yeah, heavily top-down. Unfortunately, I mean, because it's a government body, has to be top-down, whereas a private company cannot afford to be a top-down thing. And there are no private centers in the world. All design centers are top-down, including the UK center. Role-oriented, heavily role-oriented, but also reasonably project-oriented. Their flexibility is there in this company. Avoids uncertainty. Again, because of a top-down thing, uncertainty is avoided. You don't want to get into any kind of a risk. You don't want to lose your face. Can't do, again, because of those attitudes. Brands, we don't deal with brands, so 0. Design from day one. This company has always been about design because it's an example for many companies. So if you total, we are slightly more traditional. Not that much design. But we're still a baby. We're still learning, right? So it's a long way to go. This is, again, critical thinking. If you don't do critical thinking, you'll say, beautiful, 10, you get 100 points. So that's the wrong way to go about it. Now, this is a slightly heavy thing about how design is changing and how it is impacting our thinking in the world. You guys feel like a little break? Maybe have a coffee or something? Yeah? Anybody feels like a coffee? It's too heavy, boring? Yeah? Need some caffeine? No. Right. Good? Okay. Or yes or no? No. You don't need a break. Fantastic. Okay, good. Because I'm kind of squeezing it, less time. Right. Design 1.0. This is where TCDC is. This is where most designers are. Our primary challenge, now I'm starting from here. Our primary challenge is to communicate to this world what design is, to do exhibitions, to do media, and all that we do mostly is to communicate to this world what design is, because till 4 years ago there was no such company to do this kind of activity in Thailand. So for a long time we will have to maintain that degree. And the degree of complexity we deal with is fairly simple, because we have certain issues we think we should deal with, and we address those issues. Now most of the design companies in the world are in this state. That's their sole objective. Like, for example, take the famous designers. They spend a lot of time communicating to this world how good they are. They get into the PR, they get into magazines, they spend a lot of time, and they project an image about themselves. Because of that, their products sell. It's a good strategy. It's fantastic. Works. And they're dealing with a relatively less complex situation.